When I was in Kentucky for LS Fest, my wife did the unthinkable. She violated my trust and the sanctity of our marriage. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you know, we just got back from going to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Had a good time up there. Got to meet one of my subscribers, KY Chevy. Longtime friend of the channel, guy that drove all the way here from Kentucky to help install torque converter on Project Z28. I can't thank him enough for that. And got to hang out with him for part of the day, and then we got to have dinner later on that night, so pretty good time. But when I was up there, I had an Amazon package delivered here to the house, and my nosy wife decided that she was going to open the package and get in there. Now, I mean, this was probably a pretty good sized box, so I'm pretty sure she was foaming at the mouth. She was all like, oh yeah, I got him, I'm going to bust him buying something he didn't need, because you guys know how she is when packages arrive here to the house.
Stop with your freaking camera. What did you order? The hell are you laughing?
Help! Help!
Can you tell what the hell did you order again?
I would have loved to see the expression on her face when she ripped open this Amazon box, reached inside, and found engine air filter. I bought an air filter for the cruise. It's 3 years old. It's got 36,000 miles, so I bought an air filter and a cabin air filter because I thought I was gonna. It was on the list to go up there, and as like my highest mileage car, except for Project Z28. I figured at that point it's probably not due for a little maintenance. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it does anger me a little bit. She's ripping my packages open, but man, I bet you she was just like thinking there's something good in there. Probably thought it was a new drone. It was an air filter. Man, I don't know. I might make that a whole video. You know, how-to videos do pretty good, and I've seen some videos on how to do the cabin air filter and the air filter on the car. I don't even understand what GM engineers are thinking sometimes. It's going to be a royal pain, which is why it's not in the car yet. It's been like raining here every day since I got back. I need to get this car out, driven for Brian, try to work on some tuning. Who knows, maybe I'll try to sneak this thing out between the rain, and then maybe I'll bring the cruise around while the wife's at work and do this air filter. Maybe I'll film a video out of it. It's always nice to help people save money, because when it's not that easy, people tend to have to pay somebody to do something very simple. I'm not looking forward to it. It's just like freaking beyond hot and humid. It makes the job wouldn't be bad because I can have fans blowing, music cranking, but when you do it for YouTube, it's kind of hard to have all that stuff. You can't have that noise going. I can't have music because you can copyright strike. You can't have fans because they're loud, and then you have to deal with this camera equipment. So hopefully you guys understand what it takes when we do these videos. So yeah, there you go, wifey, air filter. I'm busted.
I have to show you this. Now, getting my wife near any kind of flowers, trees, and that's dangerous enough. But get her around seeds. Oh, so we're in Panama. We stopped by some local street vendors and we bought pineapples, and we also bought papaya. In the hotel, they served us fresh fruit for breakfast, and there was papaya. And I'm not really a big papaya eater, but it was pretty good. So she decided that she was going to go ahead and buy some papaya. Well, papaya has seeds, and she planted the seeds, and these are papaya plants. Now granted, they won't withstand the winters here, but she's going to dig them up and put them in plants and bring them inside. Absolutely crazy. Look at this. This is her persimmon tree. It's got one persimmon that I know of. I don't really come out here and study. As you can tell, the weeds have kind of gone bonkers back here with all the dang rain, so we definitely got, or she's got some work out here. I'm not doing this because I don't know what's what. I'll end up pulling up one of her plants. But yeah, that's what she loves to do, plant stuff. Now she's got a pear tree, so we're gonna plant somewhere. Good God, this woman never stops. I cannot wait to be done with this tuning and get all this put away in the car, all this mess. Okay, so Brian sent me a tune. He's richened up the high end of the idle by, he said 8%. He added 8% more fueling. So we're gonna see how this does. You guys want to hear a little action here? Sounds like what I would imagine like sitting in a NASCAR race car would sound like. Holy crap. This thing would probably never catch the 17 Camaro, but it sounds like it would. Man, that was the second to third gear shift at 6,000. You can see it just, whoo. Right, transmission is, it's good. For some reason, it's, when you leave it in drive and it shifts, it's shifting at 4,500, really soft. So I have to get with Smitty. Maybe that's a TV cable adjustment or something. I don't know. But it's shifting really easy under full throttle. But if you shift manual, man, when it changes that gear, whoo. All right, so far, I don't know, this tune's kind of got the car surging a little bit, so I'm not sure what's up. I'll give the data to Brian and we'll go from there. Alright, yes, I still have not got my hair cut, so you're going to have to deal with the backwards hat, because like I said in the last video, if I wear it this way, this is what you get. You just get like the moving mouth. So, just got an email from Brian, and he told me he really needs to see the data from the wideband sensor go through the ECM and show up on that dashboard that he uses to go ahead and tune the car. He doesn't know why it's not reading. He suspects that maybe my ECM, there's something wrong with it. Now I'm starting thinking that there's a good possibility my ECM is a remanufactured ECM. Port F14 that we've been trying to feed this data through was not used on my car. So maybe in the remanufacturing process they just did away with that, and that's why the data doesn't connect, because maybe they just did away with that knowing that it's not used. So he's got an ECM, he ordered it, it's going to go to his place, he's going to go ahead and test it, then he's going to mail it to me. So it might be a little bit before we see another tune for Project Z28. But I can't say enough good things about Brian. I mean, this guy is determined to get this car tuned. I paid him one flat fee to tune the car, as many tunes as it takes to get it running, but I don't think he expected this to be like a year-long process. Now, granted, you know, we've taken a break. Like when I bought the RV, I put the car on the back burner. I was just getting frustrated with everything. And then, you know, it was down for a while with the transmission and other stuff, so it's not like we haven't been doing this every day. There's no way. I mean, the car's been down for a while, here or there, waiting on stuff, so like I said, it's not like he's been working on the car every day and we've been writing hundreds of tunes, but he's written probably more than his fair share of tunes for the car. So I can't thank Brian enough. It's tuneperformance.org. If you have a third gen and you need to get a tune, I highly recommend this guy, because he's determined to get this car done right. So before we end the video, me and my wife want to express our sincere, heartfelt condolences to the family of Gabby Petito. They just confirmed today the body found in a dispersed camping area out there, I think it was Wyoming, was in fact her body. I mean, I think we all kind of felt that it would be her, but it was confirmed today. I mean, I know pain of losing somebody. When I first started the channel, I lost my wife. I've gone through losing my mom. It's very painful. I can only imagine losing a daughter. It's probably worse. This is something that, you know, you gave birth, you had a baby, and you watched them,
go from nothing. You taught him to talk, walk, ride a bike. You morphed this little baby into an adult. And it's really not fair that this young lady never even got to really enjoy life. So, just want to give our condolences now. Real quick, I know I have like a really big audience overseas, so you guys might not know what's going on. But basically, this is a 22-year-old female. She was engaged to a guy, this guy Brian Laundrie. He's 23. They set off from New York and headed out west in a very small little Ford Transit van, doing the van life thing, kind of like what me and my wife want to do with our RV. This is kind of why I bring it up, because like our paths kind of parallel a little bit here. Now, west in the U.S., there's a lot of open land, a lot of open spaces that's managed by either the Federal Park Service or the Bureau of Land Management, and there's a lot of what they call dispersed camping, which is, it's no set campsite. Like when we go camping, there's a wooden pole on the ground that says, hey, this is spot 14, spot 20, whatever it is, and then there's usually like a power pole that we have power, water, sewer, and that. None of that's available out here. It's just you find a spot, you find somewhere and you park. There's no water provided, no electricity, nothing. You are self-reliant. You are self-contained. You're dependent on yourself for anything that you want, which is one of the reasons, like when I bought this RV, I did a lithium battery bank, a power inverter to take 12 volts to go to 110, and I did solar panels on the roof to give us the flexibility so that when we travel out that way, we can boondock, is what they call it, and be off-grid and stay in areas like that. So what those two were doing is very similar, something that we had planned for the future. So kind of parallels to what this channel is about, what we're going to be doing. So they headed out that way. They headed out west. They were in dispersed camping. They actually, in Moab, Utah, the police were called because of an altercation. The police showed up, pulled them over, they separated them, and that's the last we've seen of them. Her van was spotted somewhere in Wyoming, and that's where the body was found. This guy, Brian, drove the van back home to Florida, never said anything to anybody, and been like, how long, 2 weeks? Her dad finally called the police and did a missing persons report. They found the body. He's disappeared. He's on the run. So it's a mess. So that's kind of like the short breakdown of what's going on. Like I said, if you live here in the U.S. and you don't know what's going on, you must live under a rock, because it's like the biggest story of stuff going on right now. I understand, this channel, I got a lot of Russian subscribers. I got a lot of subscribers from over in Europe because of our travels and my wife's nationality and stuff. So it might not make sense to them. So I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. My wife's a mom. She's got a lovely daughter herself, and she couldn't even begin to imagine losing her daughter. And, me losing family, I know the pain. And it's just a horrible situation. So I hope they catch this guy and help bring some closure to the family. Bring this guy to justice, hopefully. Like I said, I believe in innocent until proven guilty, but everything this guy does, I can't believe in any way, shape, or form that he's innocent. How do you leave her out there and drive her van all the way back to Florida from Wyoming, all the way across the U.S.? Not even say anything? She didn't contact. I mean, if it'd be one thing, you got in a fight and he drove off with the van, but anyhow, that's a topic. That's a whole other topic. I just hope that this guy is friggin' miserable. I hope the mosquitoes are eating his ass alive. I hope he's bitten by fire ants. I just hope he's cold, wet, miserable, and you're caught soon. Anyhow, yeah, it's just kind of frustrating to me. See this what appeared to be a very sweet, very small, she's like 5'5", very small female, have to deal with the situation of having, appears to be probably a violent boyfriend. But anyway, our condolences. Let's keep the family in our prayers, and let's hope they catch the killer here, and the family can try to move on. They probably never will, but every day I get a little bit better. Alright, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like, shares, comments appreciated. Check out the comments down below. Make sure you leave one. Just go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let's spread the word. Let's help grow the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.